Hi, my name is Sarah Cage. I'm the school administrator here at Messiah Lutheran School. Here at Messiah, our goal is to develop the whole child. Academics is a huge part of what we do. We're a school. We have developed our program based around the Oklahoma academic standards. Not only do we have our math and science and social studies and everything else that you would find in a public school, but we go above and beyond to make sure that our academics are meeting and exceeding what happens in a public school setting. We have the opportunity through small class sizes to help solidify those foundational groundwork pieces of academics, making sure that there are strong academics all the way from our preschool 3 program through our 8th grade programs.
Middle school students have the opportunity to learn a foreign language. I'm Teresa Castaneda and I teach Spanish. I like for my students to learn how to speak and communicate with other people, whether it's through their everyday life where they go to a restaurant, they know they can order something. They may be taking Spanish in high school or college, and that would help them in their academics later in life. The key things that they would learn would be like the ABCs, the sounds of the letters, how to read, how to communicate with each other, introductions, just general phrases like good morning, which is buenos dias. We try and speak Spanish to each other. A lot of them like to do food. When we do the food, we also have a part where we get to cook. So that's a kind of hands-on that they get to learn how to cook a Spanish meal.
Our technology elective allows students in 5th through 8th grade to grow in their computer skills needed for the digital age. The focus of this elective is not only to address each of the academic standards that the state of Oklahoma has outlined for 5th through 8th graders, but also to make sure that they understand what it means to show messenger pride as a digital citizen. Making sure that they think before they post things on social media sites, making sure that they are using the technology as the tool as it's intended and not for ways that may potentially lead them down paths that are not so great choices. We touched a little bit on coding because it does start to help them understand how a computer works and the simple acts of one-step directions to be able to see how it all is put together into the software that we use. We also spend a lot of time working through things within the basic office suite, knowing how to edit and create documents to be able to write reports or other types of written publications, but then also presentations and how those can be helpful and how those types of programs differ from each other. We also do a little bit of work using spreadsheets, being able to make sure that we know how to let the computer work for us and do some of those calculations for us and how powerful of a tool that kind of database can be. We strive to help develop well-rounded children as part of our student body. There are many other aspects to educating a whole child beyond just their academics. We like to help prepare our students for the world beyond our walls here. And we want to help them grow socially, creatively, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. All of these things help our students to reach their full potential in partnership with their families and the support that we get from home. We do so grade by grade and beyond their time at Messiah by helping to build a strong foundation here while they are students. We offer the opportunity for students to develop their creative side through art and music classes at least once per week, sometimes 2 times per week, depending on their grade levels and the classes that they are attending.
Hi, I'm Ken Simon and I'm the music director. We utilize the Quaver Music Education Program, which is a technology-friendly program that uses movement videos, games, and kid-friendly episodes to teach music following the Oklahoma standards of education. I also include Christian hymns and songs into our classes to teach our students about worship and praise music, and also putting Christ at the center of our lives. Our extracurricular music ensembles, beginning and advanced band, handbells, and vocal choir, perform a spring concert every year. In addition to band, handbells, and vocal choir, students perform a Christmas program and a spring program where students showcase their acting and musical talents. I think that every student finds music to be one of their favorite parts of learning at Messiah Lutheran School.
My name is Robin Stevenson, and I teach art. This is where the magic happens. In this room, your student gets to explore their creativity because every child is an artist. Through fun projects, they learn the elements of art, principles of design, and color theory. With a hands-on approach, your student will explore the fascination of process art, which just proves creativity is messy, and we are very creative. I also don my chef hat every day working in the kitchen, preparing a tasty, nutritious, kid-friendly meal for our students, including the Early Childhood Center.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, all students go to PE. I'm Cindy Sanchez, and I teach physical education here at Messiah. My goal is to educate our students to recognize the value of physical education and maintain a lifelong healthy lifestyle. From the beginning of preschool and pre-K, students are introduced to basic locomotor skills, movement, and spatial awareness. Each grade level builds on these skills year after year through practice in a wide variety of games. 5th through 8th grade also participate in our archery program. Kindergarten through 8th grade are required to keep a weekly activity log. This log works as an encouragement for them to be active most days of the week. Our 1st through 8th grade students participate in a running program during their PE class called the Oklahoma Jog. Students receive recognition throughout the school year and can become members of our 10 and 20-mile clubs. Students in 1st through 8th grade also participate in the All-Lutheran School track meet in Ponca City, and for 10 years, Messiah has participated in the Oklahoma City Kids Marathon. Our students are always taught to play fair, be respectful, and encourage their fellow classmates through our Christ-centered program.
As we strive to develop lifelong learners and followers of Christ, social and emotional components are very important to that. We give students opportunities to be able to practice coming up with a different way to do something. If the first choice in a situation was maybe not the best choice, one of the ways that we work through our discipline process is, what can we do differently next time? Those social cues of being able to read how a friend is reacting to something that you have said, being able to say that I'm sorry when you have visibly hurt somebody's feelings. Helping and coaching them through each of those types of interactions helps them to have that safe space to be able to practice and then put it into their daily lives in all of the choices that they are making. We have our character development series that we spend each week talking about different character traits. Everything from practicing patience to forgiveness to punctuality. Those types of traits that just make a well-rounded individual and someone who is able to successfully find a place for them in the world the way that God intends them to have a place. One of the ways that we support our families socially and emotionally is by providing our before and after care program, which extends our school day and allows our working parents to be able to spend more time commuting and doing what they need to do beyond school hours.
My name is Dawn Pratt, and I'm here every morning to welcome your students when they need to arrive before the school day officially begins. We provide a breakfast snack to jumpstart their day. Plus, your student will enjoy a safe, low-key environment with their friends to play and socialize so you can begin your own workday worry-free.
In our aftercare program, kids get to be kids. Materials are provided for crafting, building, pretend play, and room for physical activity. And just as important, free time to socialize and interact in a positive and safe and loving environment until you can end your workday and pick them up. In our life skills class, students learn basic skills that we should all know to traverse everyday life. From wielding a hammer to changing a flat tire, they learn to cook a basic meal and set a proper table. Common sense safety rules, whether at home alone or out with friends. We even cover some basic self-defense. We learn the value of $1 through our budgeting unit, where students earn a salary and pay bills while saving expendable cash to buy real items or experiences.
We do provide the opportunity for socialization in the classroom in amongst the academics, helping again to model those relationships and being able to work together. And part of learning is having fun as well. We'll often find teachers taking a brain break and getting up and dancing with the kids or moving around, having those opportunities to just engage with each other. Seda, our therapy dog in training, is another tool to be able to help meet the social and emotional needs of our students. She gives them the opportunity to talk through and be more confident in the visits that they have with her. 5th through 8th graders are also given the opportunity to participate in student council if they are interested. Each year we elect a student council president and treasurer and vice president. They have monthly meetings and help to sponsor some fun things around campus, like door decorating contests and our annual skate night as part of Lutheran Schools Week, and just to also help to give a voice to the students to be able to bring ideas for improvements for our school. We have a big building, but with safety in mind, we ask that our parents do drop their students at the door each morning. Not to worry, we have lots of spotters through our hallways to make sure that everybody gets to where they're going. Miss Dawn and Mrs. Stevenson and Mrs. Taylor will help to walk some of our younger students. Our older students, for the most part, know their way, but we do have some lookouts along the way to make sure that everybody gets to where they need to go. As we dismiss in the afternoons, we again utilize that partnership of older students and younger students. Our older students have the opportunity to participate as a wingman voluntarily, and they are then able to help our younger students walk from their classroom to the car pickup line and make sure that they are safely loaded into the cars at the end of the day. Our chapel services are designed with small people in mind. We want to make sure that they have the opportunity again to practice. While it is a traditional Lutheran chapel, we have opportunities for the kids to get up and move around a bit to some of our old Vacation Bible School songs. So there's praise through song and dance. We have the opportunity to be interactive with the children's messages that are presented and those types of things. We also partner our younger students with older students who have had a little bit more time to practice proper chapel behavior. It gives them the chance to have somebody modeling ways of respecting being in God's house in the sanctuary. We developed our chapel family with the goal in mind of being able to build relationships between students in different grade levels. We want the opportunity for students to recognize each other as they're passing each other in the hallways. And so each year, students are assigned a chapel family that involves everyone from our youngest classes all the way up to our oldest, a mix of those different grade levels, and it gives them the opportunity to sit together in the sanctuary for chapel each week. But then we also do fun activities once a month. We call them First Friday Fun, where we're able to gather together and do different activities in the science and creative realm of things, some service opportunities, and sometimes just have some fun by running relays and those types of things. It again helps the younger students to build some of that confidence and the older students to build the ability to be able to help those that aren't quite as capable as they are.
I really like our mission statement when it talks about both a commitment on the intellectual side of helping kids growing academically and a commitment to excellence there, but also to be the lifelong learners and followers of Christ.
We just want kids to just get excited about Christ. Let's just put it that way. Get excited about who Jesus is, how he affects their life, how he just fills their life with joy and happiness. I think is one of the ways that I would say learning about God is an exciting time for them.
We are a Christian school not just because we have Lutheran or Christian, in our literature, but that the teachings of Christ, the example of Christ, really permeates, I think, through everything, and it's not just, we have chapel on Wednesday, but I really see it throughout the week as I watch interactions with the staff and the kids.
I think learning about sharing that love of Jesus, it happens not only in the classroom and in the school setting, but in chapel, and we want it to be a part of their everyday life, whether it's at home, whether it's with their friends, wherever they are. It's just something that just flows out of them as they just get excited about what Jesus is doing for them and has done for them. It's something that kind of, as they learn this here at Messiah, either in the school or through the church, it's something that becomes a part of them. And it's something that kind of gets into their heart and into their mind, that as they do get older, those thoughts come back. We've had kids come back and just say, that love of God that I learned as a child, it really made a difference.
To see the impact of our school beyond even the years that the students are here. And it's always neat, like at graduation, when former students come back, or they come back for youth group or other events, to catch up on them and just see how the Lord's working in their life.
It's not just what we're trying to do here at the church and school, but it's something that we're trying to do with the parents, so that it's a partnership that we have with them in learning to just raise up that child together. We all want them to grow up in knowing that love of Jesus in their life, and so whatever we can do here at Messiah Lutheran Church or Messiah Lutheran School just plays into how they live that out in their life with their family as well. So we don't only want to just touch the lives of the kids, we want to touch the lives of the whole family at the same time.
Try to involve parents as much as possible too. Even like when I teach confirmation, I like to have parents rotate and sit in with the 7th and 8th graders. But also that it's not just head. I kind of use this philosophy of it's head, heart, and hands. There's things you need to know knowledge-wise, but then the heart is, what do you really believe? What does it mean for you? And then the hands is putting that into action. And I see that in the school in a lot of ways, the different servant events that we have, and Messiah Share Day, but even the kids serve, serving in chapel, different classes, water plants around the church, sharpen pencils in the sinks, so it's again kind of seeing it that you're never too little to serve the Lord.
The lens that I focus each of my decisions as an administrator of Messiah Lutheran School through is the Bible verse, Proverbs 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not part from it. Our chapel families, our academics, our emotional and social growth, our physical growth, everything that we do is based around being able to help our students become those lifelong learners and followers of Christ in whatever capacity God has planned for them, whether they be engineers or bus drivers or pilots or teachers. God has a plan, and in each of those building blocks that we are able to place here in elementary school, we are looking to train them in God's way so that they can use those skills and share the good news of Jesus with everyone that they encounter as well.